Going live now.
What, we haven't been live?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. Welcome. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching, subscribe to the channel. There's 22 other episodes. You can keep this channel going for like a day in the background while you do more important things. I get the views, and you get to watch this. That's fun, right? Again, if this is your first time watching, here's what's going to happen tonight. I've gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and pulled parental warnings for a bunch of different movies. These are written by anonymous strangers who I don't know why they do it or who they are. But it's fun. It's more fun to play than it is to explain, as I hope all the players can attest to tonight. They're all returning. They're all fun. I'm going to have fun tonight. I hope they are. Joining me tonight, Doug Fitzgerald, Jenny Isme, Jeremy Wagner, and Laura Clark. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Elsie, I'm going to jump to you first because you keep talking. This is your this is your fifth time on the show. It's been a little while, but I'm so happy to have you back.
Oh, good. I mean, well, thanks for inviting me back. Oh, I thought maybe I was talking too much.
Well, I don't know. I've been completely ignoring everything while I make sure the stream's working. I think somebody mentioned, I released the scores recently, that you have the widest range of anybody.
Widest range, baby! 26. Low score, -13. High score, +13. Who's doing it like me?
Looks like I got some catching up to do.
Where do you think you're going to fall tonight?
I'm excited because I feel like I've met my personal goals for the show, where I have like the lowest score.
You do have the lowest score.
So I feel like I might try, and like I might even hold my tongue. I might not raise my hand if I don't know the answer, or if I don't have like a really good guess. But anything can happen. Like, once you get out on the field, it's anyone's guess.
Excited to see how that goes. Also joining me tonight, off his win on his first episode, Doug Fitzgerald. Hey, Doug.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
My strategy is to make random animal noises to throw my competitors off kilter.
That is a strategy I haven't seen used yet.
Yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I could be lying. Out of my strategy.
So you
had think he really has that strategy?
Totally.
You had a real good run your first time in, despite I think you hadn't seen the show before.
No, I wouldn't call.
So now you're coming in kind of knowing how this works.
Oh man.
Yeah. Watch out, everybody.
Also on the show tonight, also a second timer, Jeremy Wagner. Hey, Jeremy.
Hello.
As
I'm going to talk a lot today, I guess.
You are the resident playing this game in the morning, which I still don't understand. I don't know how anybody can wake up and play this game. So I'm so happy that you decided to come back here.
Thanks.
And joining us for her fourth time on the show, Jenny Isme. Hey, Jenny.
Oh, you age me openly. A lady never tells. But it is my fourth time here. I've never won. But I think my most recent accomplishment was finishing a game in a positive score.
That's true. You ended up in the black last time.
That, I will admit, it's not a bit. I'm really trying my hardest.
I know.
feel like-
Again, you're the only person I've ever seen with pen and paper on this show.
I have a Sharpie this time. I'm not serious.
Oh, somebody means business.
Permanent, and it was within reach. So,
Well, let's see how it works out for everybody. Thank you all for being here again. Unless anybody has anything else they want to say or do beforehand, I think we should jump into the game.
Oh, sorry. Was that an invitation? Let me think of something.
I'll wait.
Okay, well then I would point out that I have this every time. We don't all have to show everyone how great at note taking we are.
Elsie's right. I have big pick me energy, and that's just something I've had to live with. I'm working on it, but every day's a battle.
Let's
my pick blast energy.
Well, let's get this going. Doug, I'm going to ask you to first. Would you like a movie from 1974, 1995, or 2010?
You know what? I did love 95. 95 had some weird, grungy movies.
95 it is.
The tension is palpable.
All right. First up, 1995 for 5 points. Under the category of alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the various club and social scenes often show characters smoking or drinking alcohol.
Oh, I'm going to regret this. Anybody else?
Elsie's jumping in. Anybody else want to jump in? What do you think, Elsie?
Clueless?
Clueless? It's not Clueless.
It could be Clueless.
It could be Clueless. It isn't, but it definitely could be.
A club scene in that movie.
Doug, what do you think?
Swingers.
It is also not Swingers. All right,
There
let's
was a
move.
party scene in Clueless that I would not entirely trust the type of people who submit reviews to be that discerning. You know.
All right, for 4 points under violence and gore, a woman is deliberately pushed down a flight of stairs and sustains multiple injuries requiring hospitalization.
It's not that.
All right, for 3 points.
Are we allowed to Google?
I would prefer if you didn't. Like, I can't stop you. You're allowed to Bing, though. That's a weird rule that I haven't set up.
That's a great rule, Nick.
Did you say
I will
Bing?
never try to cheat now.
No,
I mean, you wouldn't get it right anyway. It's
it would
Exactly.
be just as hard
It's a
as
handicap.
just trying to think of it.
I've been going to Yahoo Answers this whole time.
All right, for 3
One time
points.
I binged sports documentaries and it came back with like any given Sunday. Okay,
For 3
Please go on.
points, under sex and nudity, a man bites a woman's erect nipples twice, then licks and sucks them in clear view of the camera. That's the right face, Jenny.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm so glad I
Elsie
haven't
has their
seen a lot
hand
of
up.
movies.
Anybody else? What do you think, Elsie?
I just remember. Okay, is it Jerry Maguire?
It is not Jerry Maguire. Jeremy has raised his hand. What do you think?
What was the movie? Okay, Showgirls.
Oh, God.
That girl, she took off her shirt.
She did. This is Showgirls.
Ah.
A lot of that in Showgirls.
Just saw Showgirls.
Are you sure?
Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell. Jesse Spano.
Yep.
Or,
You just saw it. You don't remember the stair pushing?
I do now, but it's like so. It's right at the end.
Also in Showgirls for fun, under sex and nudity, a woman gives a fully clothed man a lap dance, during which she strips completely nude. At the climax of the dance, she vigorously dry humps him. It is implied that he has an orgasm. And under sex and nudity, early in the movie,
stated, by the way.
the lead actress is working at a Las Vegas strip club, and we see several fully nude women, though most of the dancers are topless and wearing very skimpy thongs. In one of these scenes, a fully nude stripper is crawling erotically on all fours on the stage, away from the camera, exposing her shadowed vulva to the camera.
National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. That's it.
Shadowed vulva. Love that.
Well, Jeremy, you've jumped into first place with 3. Jenny in second with 0. Doug at -1. LC at -2.
Don't worry, guys.
Jenny, would you like a movie from 1993, 2001, or 2019?
The temptation to do 2019 is so strong, but it's just that much more embarrassing. I'm gonna go 93. Was that an
93.
option? 93. Let's do that.
All right, let's stick in the 90s. 1993 for 5 points. Under violence and gore, a bar fight played comically includes a beer bottle being broken over a man's head.
What the hell?
Oh,
All right. 4 points. Under profanity. Oh, no, Doug and Jeremy are raising their hands. Jeremy, what do you think?
I'm going to say Roadhouse.
Doug, what about you?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
It is not Roadhouse, and it is not Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
One of these days it will be.
For 4 points under profanity, the language is surprisingly strong for a Disney movie.
okay.
LC has their hand up. Anybody else? LC, what do you think?
Beauty and the Beast.
It is not Beauty and the Beast.
No, it's not, but it's not Lion King either.
That's a good call. I don't think there are any beer bottles through the entirety of The Lion King.
Well, then how did Scar get his scar? He had a bottle comedically broken over his head.
I have wanted to ask how he got those scars.
Stupid.
For 3 points under profanity, several hells and damns, numerous butts, 1 instance each of asshole, $2 hooker, and Jesus Christ used as an exclamation, a couple of slang terms for male genitalia, dozens of occurrences of badass mother, repeated almost as a mantra by 2 characters.
And it's a Disney movie?
This is like it's when you smell something and it's like the scent from your childhood. Like I know this and I can't place it and I'm dying.
I was thinking Homeward Bound, but no.
All right, we'll go to 2 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. One of the characters asks another what he's smoking, but he's actually breathing out the cold air.
I'm just trying to find the button.
That's good enough. Anybody else wanna buzz in? Jenny, what is it?
It's Cool Runnings.
That's what I was going to say.
It is Cool Runnings.
I watched Cool Runnings daily on VHS for months on end, and I'm embarrassed.
There's a bar fight scene in Cool Runnings.
I guess so.
I have to go
I
back.
don't
Even
remember a
know.
ton of. I do not remember a ton about this movie.
Maybe
It's
at the
exceptional,
beginning.
and I am going to see if it holds up immediately after this call.
Yeah, I might also try to watch it.
It's based on a true story, right?
It is.
That's fun.
And the 1 point clue,
Practice in a bathtub.
under violence and gore, black and white film footage of bobsled crashes shown in one scene.
Yes.
I read that a movie only has to have like one little thing in it to be true, to actually be able to say based on a true story. So there's a guy named Steve in there, and there's a real guy named Steve that had a bathtub. So boom, based on a true life story.
Well, you don't even have to have a real thing. Fargo used it, and it's not based on anything.
Yeah, no.
And I
like
think
the
Texas
phrase,
Chainsaw Massacre is the same.
it's all natural, right? Like there's no actual definition. So as long as you can apply it in a way that you feel confident about, like
There's no law against it.
All natural flavors. Those flavors are naturally, artificially infused.
Okay,
Based
but
on
it's
an
true there
all-natural
was a
system.
Jamaican bobsled team. at the
There
Olympics,
was.
right?
okay, but there was, yeah.
That's more than a guy named Steve.
Definitely more than a guy named Steve. I love it.
Jeremy, would you like a movie from 1983, 2000, or 2012?
2000.
2000. All right. This movie from 2000 for 5 points, under frightening and intense scenes. Suggested ESRB rating T for teen, for blood, language, partial nudity, suggestive themes, and violence. That's how somebody chose to write a warning, is to suggest an ESRB rating.
Oh, I was hoping that was a hint, but now I'm not as confident now that you're
Think it's
treating it so scornfully.
Well, did you want to guess?
No.
All right, Elsie does want to guess. What do you think?
This movie, is it Grand Theft Auto, the video game?
It is not Grand Theft Auto, the video game.
What year is this?
2000. All right, for 4 points, under violence and gore, a plane crashes and presumably kills everyone on board except for one man. We don't see their deaths, although we later see one body. Jenny has buzzed in. Anybody else? What do you think, Jenny?
Castaway?
It is Castaway.
Oh,
Guys, I'm getting good at this game.
I was thinking of the book that I read as a kid, like Hatchet or something like that.
Yeah.
That book, like, that had an impact. I spent a lot of time in my backyard deciding if I was going to survive or not based on what I could identify around me.
Is this edible? No.
Well,
I grew up in
good, 'cause that's
downtown
gonna come
Worcester,
in
there
handy
was
real
nothing.
soon.
Also in Castaway, a man knocks his tooth out with the blade of a skating shoe. There's a spurt of blood and he faints from the pain. Sex and nudity. On several occasions, we see part of the main character's butt while he wears a self-fashioned loincloth. In
Hot.
one scene, his entire right butt cheek is completely exposed and seen. And under frightening and intense scenes, an emotional scene showing a man mourning after he loses his self-made companion, Wilson.
Okay, so I have a question about skating shoe.
Skating shoe?
Go
Yeah,
on.
you know the term we all use.
Kids, go get your skating shoes. It's time for hockey.
I'm for hockey ball.
Jenny, you have jumped into first place with 6. Jeremy,
Is that
at
the most
2,
I've ever had? That might be the most.
that might be the most.
I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead.
Right,
Doug,
I'm
you're
out.
at -2. Elsie, you're at -4.
Respectable.
Elsie,
No.
would you like a movie from 1932, 1996, or 2009?
1932.
Hell yeah.
It can only be 4 of them.
All right, 1932 for 5 points. Under sex and nudity, a young woman had clearly been living with a man she was not married to.
Wait, so are the warnings paired to the year the movie came out? A young couple living in sin, and I think they were communists.
All right, for 4 points under violence and gore, a woman attempts to poison a man repeatedly. Okay, for 3 points under sex and nudity, a trapeze artist who clearly is having a sexual relationship with the strongman maliciously flirts with another woman's beloved.
Now it's getting steamy.
I'm about to do some malicious flirting right here.
Jenny, you're just using reactions.
It's whatever the spirits guide me to. I mean, it just.
Caramel kicking in.
All right.
Okay.
Jenny,
after you.
Jenny, what movie is this?
Well, Elsie did point out they had their hand raised first.
Yeah, I normally go
valiantly.
whoever raised their hand second first.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, oh, you know why? It's because I didn't realize raise hand was a different button, and I was looking for the hand the whole time. I think it is Todd Browning's Freaks.
Elsie, do you agree?
Yeah, Todd Browning's Freaks.
Yeah, it is Todd Browning's Freaks.
That's
done.
the 1932 movie. That's the movie from 1932.
That's the
But then
one
I was
movie
like,
from 32.
repeatedly trying to poison someone. This could be like a noir. I wish I just said it up top. Oh well.
Oh, so I can't turn my emojis off myself. I see.
Also in Freaks under sex and nudity, one conjoined twin kisses her lover, which appears to excite the other twin. And frightening and intense scenes, some younger children may be frightened by some of the titular characters since they are deformed. However, it should be understood that the entire point of the film is that they are possibly better people than those who are, quote, normal.
Does the bearded lady have a baby in that movie?
I don't remember a baby beard.
Okay, then I've seen some other circus freak movie that's black and white.
American Horror Story. Because the bearded lady has a son in that, and she loves him very much.
Jenny, you continue dominating this game with 9 points.
Dominating.
Jeremy still in second place with 2. Elsie, yes. You moved up to third with -1. Doug at -2.
Doug, lay down the weed, man. I keep seeing. I'm jealous.
I'm sorry. How do you think I get my powers?
Doug.
Yes.
Would you like a movie from 1986, 1994, or 2013?
I'm going to go 86.
86.
I think the Sharpie method is working.
Year one of my favorite movies came out, so.
Let's see if it's that movie.
Good odds. How many movies were there in 86, really?
Like 6.
Yeah, if that.
More than
1 for
32.
each year of the decade. Okay, 1986 for 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. A character is presumably blown up.
Ooh.
Anybody else want to buzz in? Jeremy, what do you think?
I'm going to say it's The Fly.
It is not The Fly. All right, for 4 points under violence and gore, there are a number of laser beams fired from the robots which destroy vehicles. Doug has his hand up. Anybody else? What do you think, Doug?
It's my favorite movie of all time, Transformers the movie.
I'm so disappointed that it is not Transformers the movie.
Oh! I'm so disappointed.
Did they have a Transformers in 86?
Yep, that's when it came
Not
out.
only have they, I think it was on the second episode of this show.
Oh, you're never going to get your moment. That's sad and funny. Oh.
All right, for 3 points under violence and gore, in the opening scene, the viewer is led to believe the robots are destroying vehicles which actual people are in. We soon find out that they were only mannequins and the whole thing was only a demonstration. Jenny's hand is up. Doug's hand is up. Anybody else? Jenny, what do you think?
I think it's toys.
Doug, what about you?
It is Short Circuit.
It is not toys. It is Short Circuit.
More than a woman.
I was overconfident. I've flew too close to this one.
Also in Short Circuit, under sex and nudity, a woman is seen in the tub. There is no nudity, but a robot comments about her, quote, nice software. And sex and nudity, a robot insults another robot by saying, quote, your mama was a snowblower.
True.
Jenny, you've kept your lead at 8. Jeremy in second place with 1. Doug has moved to third with 0. LC at -1.
Clawing my way up.
Jenny, I believe it's your turn. Would
This
you
is
like a movie
genuinely intense.
from 1990, 1998, or 2013?
1998, please.
1998.
That's a year I'm familiar with in some context. I was there, I think.
All right, 1998 for 5 points. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, 2 men are shown drunk at 3 different times. They appear very disgruntled. All right, LC is going to take a guess. LC, what do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess because it's 1998. And I'm gonna guess if it's The Wedding Singer.
It is not The Wedding
God
Singer.
damn it! It would have been so great if it was my favorite movie, The Wedding Singer.
We're not going to live our dreams tonight. Oh.
All right, for 4 points under violence and gore, some reckless driving in a desert.
Just some.
Just some.
A soupçon of reckless driving.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, his lawyer threatens to kill him twice while under the influence of acid and cocaine. This is meant to be funny.
I got it.
We all
Everybody's hands are up. Jeremy, I'm going to go to you first.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Doug?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Jenny?
This is Bat Country. Of course, it's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
And LC?
No, it's Fear and Loathing in Las
It
Vegas.
is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I just got to
I
go
got
for
it
it.
Oh wow!
Nice.
So somebody got their favorite movie tonight. Hey,
I don't know if that's my favorite.
It's
I
just
feel
the
like
only
that's-
one tattoo worthy.
I got it for the book. All right, guys. I know how to read.
I do love the visuals of the book.
Ralph Steedman? Stedman?
He was the illustrator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also in Fear and Loathing, the movie isn't that scary, but can be unsettling. The trips are not suggested for the faint of heart, as they sometimes involve insane and off-the-wall situations. And under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, illegal drugs are the main theme of the film. The 2 main characters are almost always abusing a drug during the film. They tried many illegal drugs, and the film shows each drug having a different effect on them.
I gotta see this movie.
that's just a
Super
box
good.
copy, I thought.
Jenny, you've jumped up to 11. Jeremy at 4. Doug at 3. LC at 1.
This is genuinely intense. I'm losing it. Oh my
You're
god.
all in the
above
positives.
0.
Jeremy, Would you like a movie from 1986, 1994, or 2010?
I'm gonna say 94.
94. All right, 1994 for 5 points under sex and nudity. Several mentions of infidelity, although these will likely not be understood by children. For 4 points under profanity, 28 uses of fuck and inventive derivatives possibly not ever seen in any other film, such as fuckity fuck fuck and fuckadoodle doo.
That seems like it should give it away. But
Oh, he does.
LC has buzzed in.
LC
Jenny,
surprised
can
themselves.
you pull it?
I got nothing. No. I'm
LC,
gonna
what
keep
do you
cooking.
think this is?
Clerks.
It is not Clerks.
What? Okay, fine. If you say so.
Okay, but I was thinking the other one, but
Oh, fuck.
Clerks
Other
2.
Fuckadoodle doo. For 3 points under violence and gore, a bride punches a man, which knocks him down and gives him a nice bruise on his cheek. Jenny is buzzed in. Anybody else? Jenny, what do you think?
God, I'm gonna end up divorced if I'm wrong because this is my husband's favorite movie. Is it Wayne's World?
It is not Wayne's World. You're
Oh
right.
God, call my lawyer. Also, honey, if you're watching, I could use another beer.
Okay, for 2 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, there is a lot of alcohol consumptions during the weddings, which with minor characters acting slightly drunk. LC has buzzed in. Anybody else? Doug is also in there. Doug, what do you think?
Wedding Crashers?
LC?
4 weddings and a funeral.
It is not Wedding Crashers. It is 4 weddings and a funeral.
I knew when you said the funerals. Plural.
There's only one funeral.
Yeah, you said and a funeral.
Weddings. You said weddings.
Same diff. It's fine.
4
It's fine.
funerals and a wedding.
You said alcohol. What?
Where was that sequel though? That would be
My
great.
Sunday.
Final clue in that under frightening and intense scenes, mildly frightening, sad scene when a character faints during wedding speeches. The character standing near him realized he died.
I've
He's
never
the
seen
titular
that movie, but
funeral.
it sounds pretty good.
Jenny, you're still in first with 10. Jeremy at 4. Doug and LC are tied at 2.
Uh-oh.
Okay, LC, I think it's your turn. Would you like a movie from 1968, 1989, or 2007?
2007.
2007.
Bold move. Let's see if it pays off.
All right, 2007 for 5 points. Under sex and nudity, almost no nudity in the entire film. Only one scene where a man is without shirt. He is wearing trousers, though.
Don't waste your time.
All right, for 4 points under profanity. Most of the profanity in this movie is used at times where people in real life would use it. Not to mention, the movie is very investing, so you forget most of it when it's over.
I want to meet the person. Can you send me a link? Can you get in touch with people? This is a future pen
No.
pal. I need to know more.
No names are involved. I just want to meet one person.
Listen, if you're watching, if you're watching right now, please put this on TikTok and find my soulmate, because that is poetry.
For 3 points under violence and gore, near the beginning, a man is strangled by another man with handcuffs, resulting in the man's throat slitting and blood squirting.
Do handcuffs do that?
Do handcuffs do
Dude,
And syringe
how
now.
they work?
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, the villain is considered to be one of the most realistic psychopaths in fiction.
Oh, this feels tricksy. This feels.
Doug has buzzed in. Anybody else? What do you think, Doug?
American Psycho?
It is not American Psycho. All right, we'll move to the final clue. For 1 point under frightening and intense scenes, the movie centers around a nihilistic psychopath who kills almost everyone he encounters, deciding some of their fates with a coin toss. Every single encounter with this character is very nerve-wracking. I only see Elsie buzzed in. Anybody else? Elsie, what's this movie?
The movie is No Country for Old Men.
Doug?
Oh,
No Country for Old Men.
It is No Country for Old Men.
I haven't seen it. I know you're shocked.
I was thinking Leon the Professional.
Oh,
The cop, doesn't he flip a coin or something like that?
something like that.
Maybe.
Natalie Portman's first film, I think.
I was thinking Maniac, but now I'm thinking that came out like 10 years later and had nothing to do with coin flipping.
Jenny, you're still in first with 10 points.
By default.
Jeremy, you can catch up on the next one with 5 points. LC at 3, Doug at 1.
I have a prayer.
We are going into the final 4 rounds, one more go around. Doug, would you like a movie from 1971, 1988, or 2008?
We just went 2007, so let's stay in 2000s. Let's go 2008.
Worked so well that first time.
It's the Price is Right strategy.
Yeah.
All right, 2008 for 5 points under violence and gore. A man is thrown about and is pinned by heavy furniture. All right, for 4 points under frightening and intense scenes. The ending may be frightening to some children as it is chaotic and somewhat violent. LC has buzzed in. Anybody else? LC, what do you think?
Dark Knight?
It is not The Dark Knight. For 3 points under violence and gore, the mayor gets a staple stuck in his head twice.
Sounds a lot like that movie none of us have ever seen.
For 2 points under violence and gore, kangaroo field goal kicks one of the students through the air.
Can we get a recap of all of them?
2008?
2008, a man is thrown about and pinned by heavy furniture. Ending might be frightening to children because it's chaotic and somewhat violent. The mayor gets a staple stuck to his head twice, and kangaroo field goal kicks one of the students through the air. Let's see if that helped. LC, what do you think?
Kangaroo Jack?
Jenny?
I was also thinking Kangaroo Jack, but I've never seen it. I just have points to burn.
It is not Kangaroo Jack.
Okay, well, maybe don't say kangaroo so much then.
Right?
There's more than one movie with a kangaroo in it that kicks the kid?
Well, there's Kangaroo Bob, but it didn't really make so much at the box office.
That was a Christian allegory movie.
For 1 point, the final clue under violence and gore. Animals push an elephant into a cramped cage and threaten to boil a flower with a society of people on it in a giant cauldron. But the flower is saved as the animals hear the voice of the people from the flower. Doug has buzzed in. Nobody else has a clue.
I'm
All right, Jenny, what do you think?
Horton Hears a Who?
Doug, what do you think?
Horton Hears a Who.
It is Horton Hears a Who.
They made a movie out of that?
They did. Animated movie. I think
Jeremy,
Jim
I read
Carrey
the
and
book.
Steve Carell.
See,
Oh,
right here.
I read that
I
book.
read the book. The book was better.
It's it was just I got nothing.
So much
Did not
short.
have my dismount planned on that one.
All right, we got 3 movies to go. Jenny, you stay at 10 points. Jeremy at 5. Doug at 2. Elsie at 1. It still can go in any direction.
South.
Jenny, would you like a movie from 1941, 1983, or 2012?
I mean, glorious options. Wow. But shit. I guess 2012.
2012.
Ugh.
All right. 2012 for 5 points. Under violence and gore, several kidnappings occur with pistol whippings that leave men with bloody foreheads and scars. All right, for 4 points under profanity, an angry man yells at a woman, "You took my wallet. You took my wallet." It is implied he was about to say the F word, but it is not heard at all.
Here is it.
2012.
Okay.
For 3 points under violence and gore, the hero is told that he is missing all cartilage from both knees and elbows, and we see scars over his kidneys and other damage. Jenny has buzzed in. Anybody else? Jenny, oh, no, we'll go to LC first. Oh, we'll go to Doug first.
Now I feel like I should raise my hand.
I'm probably
take
gonna
a swing.
regret this because I got scars and calcium buds. Made me think of Balboa.
Balboa? LC, what do you think?
Captain America.
Captain America. Jenny, what do you think?
I was somewhere in between the two with Deadpool.
All right, well, it's not Deadpool, and it's not Captain America, and it's not Balboa.
I would have got it right then.
All right, for 2 points, under frightening and intense scenes, the villain is powerful and kills constantly by breaking his victims' necks throughout the film, and his voice and appearance are frightening. A scene in which he breaks the hero's back is particularly disturbing.
I mean, like, I want.
Doug has buzzed in. Anybody else? Doug, what movie is this?
Batman: Dark Knight Rises.
It is The Dark Knight Rises.
That's infuriating. I thought so, and I was like, no, it can't possibly be. But because for our 3 viewers at home, I was just explaining to these wonderful other contestants that I just saw The Dark Knight Rises for the first time last fucking week.
The most famous backbreaking scene in all of comic book history.
Do you
And
remember the scene
what
with
do I
Chop?
have next to 12 here? I have X-Men? I don't know.
Do you remember the scene with Tom Lennon telling him that he has no cartilage?
I think that might be some of it. Is I was so excited to see his perfect, wonderful face and in a straight roll, just like a doctor, beautiful. So yeah, I think I blacked out through that scene. And the rest of the time, I was just really excited about how cool Anne Hathaway sounded. Because she sounded really cool.
Final clue in that, the villain wears an elaborate breathing mask that reduces the pain he suffers from injuries caused by prison beatings, which is shown several times. In a flashback, at one point during one of these flashbacks, his face is bloodied, and he is seated with a bloody scarf wrapped around his face several times, revealing only his eyes. We've got 2 movies left. Jenny, you are still in first place with 9. Jeremy in striking distance with 5. Doug with 3. Elsie with 0. We got 2 movies left. Jeremy, would you like a movie from 1942, 2010, or 2013?
2010.
2010. All right, 2010 for 5 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, the movie is actually more scary than it is gory.
I appreciate the nuanced distinction.
For 4 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a teen boy takes prescription drugs in a few scenes and describes them as, quote, speed for kids with ADD. For 3 points, under violence and gore, from the perspective of an onlooker, a teen girl floats above her bed and is thrown around the room repeatedly, smacking walls, the ceiling, a mirror, etc.
What year is it again?
2010.
Yeah, see, if you had a notepad and a pen right now, you'd be on easy street, friend.
I don't know.
For 2 points, under violence and gore, a man is badly burned and the scars are graphically depicted. Jenny has buzzed in. Anybody else? Jenny, what do you think?
I think it is Freddy versus Jason.
Doug, what do you think?
I agree 100%.
It is not Freddy versus Jason.
It's obviously you're wrong then. Okay, good.
All right, final clue. For 1 point, under frightening and intense scenes, the movie will give you sleep paranoia and is much scarier than the 1984 original.
Ah,
Doug has buzzed in. Anybody else? Doug, it's on you.
Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake with what's his name from the remake.
Yep, what's his name is in the remake. It
Yep.
is the remake.
does it have a different title? Because honestly, the thing that stopped me from buzzing in here was not knowing if it had a new name or not.
Yeah, it has the same name.
They just went and took away all the.
Uh-huh. Jackie Earle Haley.
That's it, Jackie Earle Haley. Yeah.
Bad News Bears his own.
Oh,
Wow, I didn't even know that.
We're going.
Earle Haley, the pedophile from Little Children.
He is.
Oh, good, because it'd be so weird if I just went out on a limb.
What are you talking about? That's not the name of a movie.
Read the book, actually.
That was like he did
really
Little
did.
Children, Watchmen, Nightmare on Elm Street, and then disappeared again.
Good for him. He probably has plenty of dough.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know that guy. He's like the ferrety face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to the final round, and it's almost anybody's game. Jenny, you've dropped to 8 points. Jeremy at 5, Doug at 3, Elsie at 0.
Oh, my hubris has put me in peril.
Elsie, you do get to pick the final movie. Would you like a movie from 1950, 1971, or 1989?
Dun, dun, dun.
71.
71. (1971), the final movie for 5 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, if you think about it, the movie overall is pretty dark.
The Care Bears movie. I'm sorry, Care Bears, the movie.
All right, we'll go to the 4-point clue. Under profanity, a man calls a child a nitwit.
That is pretty dark.
Elsie has raised their hand. Anybody else? Elsie, do you know what movie this is?
The clues are it's dark, and a man calls a child a nitwit.
Yes.
Okay. My guess is that it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That's what I was
Not the name of the book.
From downtown.
It is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Brilliant. That is brilliant.
I don't even remember like when he says it. I've seen it so many times that I was like, who, like, a man calls a child a nitwit, and I'm like, oh, that sounds fucking familiar.
Wait, is it the teacher in the beginning?
Oh, is it?
I couldn't tell you.
I feel like
It's
it's the
another
teacher in the
movie that
beginning
it's
when
been-
he's pissed off because Charlie Bucket is buying enough candy. See, I have seen movies 1 or 2.
Well, I can't figure out only 2, so let's pretend you order 200. Oh,
Well,
man.
to finish off Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, under frightening and intense scenes, a man scolds 2 characters for breaking the rules. Some children might be disturbed by this, as it is a large change from his usual personality, and he raises his voice quite loudly. Under violence and gore, while floating down a river in a boat through a tunnel, several images are flashed on the walls around the adult and children passengers. One of the images the passengers see is a chicken getting its head cut off. This is very brief and not graphic.
That's pretty graphic.
It's pretty graphic.
Actually,
And under frightening and intense scenes, a child is turned into a giant blueberry. It is later revealed that she will be okay.
Nick, you were wondering where these people come from. After hearing those, I feel like I need to log on and contribute my own warning. That's where they come from.
Our final scores tonight. Doug with 3 points. Elsie with 4 points. Jenny at 8 points. Jeremy taking the lead in the final round with 9 points.
Oh, I don't know how I did that, but
And it's 7 in the morning. That's, you started at least 30 yards back. That's crazy. Well done.
Though, Jenny,
well, I
that
am
was
in the
your...
future. So, like, I've actually was getting the answers and the questions before you even woke up.
Oh, you already watched. That makes so much sense.
Jenny, that is your high score, though.
I feel like an actual competitor this time.
Well, that was Inappropriate Movie Database. Thank you all for doing this again. You were all great. Before we go, if there's anything that you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words, Doug, I'll start with you.
Jenny, great round. I attribute that to the power of beer, and I think I'm going to pick up drinking again.
I'm glad to hear I could break you.
You
That's
broke
good.
me and drove me back. My socials are up here, both already on Instagram and Twitter, and Kevin Doug Fitzgerald on Facebook. All the socials for all the fun. Thanks for having me.
Jenny.
Oh man, on the spot. You can find me on Instagram at cigarette.sandwich. I draw weird stuff like comics, and I probably have some new stuff coming out soon if people will let me do things that don't involve a lot of secrecy.
Jeremy.
That's my Facebook name right there. I have a weird Twitter name. It's SWAGOTGAWS.
Wait, one more time. I've got
SWAGOTGAWS. Yeah, there you go.
And Elsie.
And that's Instagram as well.
Instagram.
That's it.
Are you muted?
No, sorry. Oh, is it me?
they just ran out of their word count for the night early. So.
Oh yeah. Fuck 12. Wear a mask.
Fuck yeah. Well, thank you once again, Doug Fitzgerald, Jenny Isme, Jeremy Wagner, Laura Clark. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Normally, I do this show Mondays and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm taking Monday off. So please come back on Thursday night. It's going to be another great show. Or Thursday morning if you're in a part of the world where it's morning. Or whenever. That's how videos work.
Wait, no, that's Friday morning though, right?
It is Friday morning, yeah.
Yeah, well, Thursday the next week. There's also now a Facebook group, fuck Zuckerberg, but join the group. It's facebook.com/group/inappropriate movie database. That's the best place to find like stats on this and also ask to be on the show. I want everybody on this show. So if you're watching this and you think it looks fun, if you've done it before, you've never done it, reach out to me either there or on any of the socials. And hopefully I will see you all again on the next video. Thank you for watching.